What's good, y'all? I want to drop a video real quick before I get my day started. Well, my day has already started, but I had to take a pause and drop a video. But I just wanted to say that it is not my job to fix things that I didn't break. I repeat, it is not my job to fix things that I did not break. It's a lot of y'all out there running into certain type of people. You know, they done went through some shit in their past relationships. They done went through some shit with their, friendships, people they used to be friends with. And so they're harboring in all these emotions and, trauma and shit from things that they went through with other people. And so you run into these people and ain't nothing wrong with showing a person that, you're there for them or that you can be committed to them or that you can be a good friend to them. But the problem is when you find yourself trying to fix some shit that you did not break. I'm sorry that you went through that heartache and pain with that person you dealt with. I'm sorry that you found out that the motherfucker you thought was your friend really wasn't your friend. I'm sorry that you realized that even though they family, they not really family because they're not there for you like how you there for them. I cannot give any energy towards fixing anything that I did not break. I can show you that I can be a real friend. I can show you that I can really be family. You know what I'm saying? I can show you that I can really love you and care for you the way that you feel like you need to be shown love and to be cared for. But I can't carry a burden or bear a cross for some shit I didn't do. And a lot of y'all out there dealing with people right now and it's draining you because you're trying to prove all this shit to people. And I spoke on that in one of my videos before about proving yourself to people. You show them. My last video I made, I will show you who I am. I will show you how I move. And the rest is up to you. I can't kiss your ass based on what somebody else done did. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not. I used to do that shit though, because I felt like that was necessary for somebody to see that I'm for real about being in their life. I'm for real about being a friend and that I can really be, that family member that I'm supposed to be. But I'm not gonna do that because it's draining as fuck. It's one thing if I caused the issue. It's one thing if I disappointed you. It's one thing if I was the cheat on you or some shit like that. Then I can bear that cross. I can carry that burden because I caused that. But I'm not carrying anything or trying to fix anything that I did not break. Y'all gotta really stop wasting y'all time doing that shit. Let them people go. Because all you really doing is, first and foremost, they see what you're trying to do. They see that you're a good person. They see that you're serious, but they can't embrace it. And you gotta realize that a lot of times, especially when people are used to dealing with toxicity and shit like that, their mind is just stuck on that. No matter how bad it was, their mind and their emotions and everything is just stuck on that toxicity. And so no matter what good you show them, no matter how much you try to quote unquote prove yourself, it will never be good enough because they haven't took the time to go heal. They haven't forgiven that person for doing what they did to them, and they haven't forgiven themselves for even allowing themselves, even when they seen the red flags and shit, they haven't forgiven themselves for even allowing themselves to even go through that. So there's nothing wrong with showing a person who you are and that you're willing to put in the work and that you're willing to reciprocate whatever they give to you. But it's not okay for you to try to fix some shit you did not break. That's not fair. That's not fair to you. You see what I'm saying? And like I said, it all comes from people refusing to do what it takes to properly heal from some shit. Take that time. That time is so important. after a breakup, or when you went through some shit with a motherfucker you thought y'all was friends, or even some family that you gotta back away from. It's important to take that time and don't look at it like you're in a place of you're just lonely and all that shit. You're not that. It's just you have to take time to yourself. You got to take time in your singleness, and it's okay to be alone, because when you're alone, that's when you really get to think about things. That's when you can really reflect. Because when you're always around people, you're distracted. You have to have time to yourself to think about and to reflect on how you moved and what you did, and you have to face the facts and be accountable for the shit that you allowed yourself to go through, for the people you allowed yourself to become one with, and all this other shit. You have to be accountable for that, and you got to look at how you moved and learn not to move that way. Because it's unfair for you to sit there and this new person that came into your life, this person that's really trying to be your friend, this person that's really trying to love and be committed to you, it's unfair that you're putting all this burden on them for some shit that they didn't even fucking do. And if that's what you call yourself doing, then you need to let that person go, and you need to go work on yourself and heal from that. It's okay. We all have to go through that healing phase before we jump into something else, before we bring somebody else into our life. You know what I'm saying? Stop putting all this unnecessary pressure and shit on these people that didn't even do anything to you. And be honest with yourself about you needing to be healed. You got to put some work in on yourself. That shit draining as hell. I've been there. I've done that. And it's unfair. It's just really unfair. You know what I'm saying? Even if you felt like this person was for you, or they should be your friend and all that, that's cool. Because what's understood don't need to be explained. If I feel like you're for me, then that's cool. But if I see that you need some healing and stuff, you got to allow that time to happen. You know what I'm saying? Patience is everything with all things. And a lot of times we find ourselves in these fucked up situations because we failed to be patient. It's not saying that they're not for you, but as of right now, it's not the time. They're not ready for you. Why would you want to keep carrying a burden, or trying to fix some shit that you didn't break? You didn't cheat on them. You didn't put your hands on them. You didn't betray them. You didn't disappoint them. So why are you trying to fix some shit that you did not break? That's draining, and it's unfair to you. And it's unfair that they're even sitting back watching you try to prove some shit that it's not for you to prove. You ain't do that shit. That's why it's so important to heal. You're healing. Just because you was able to walk away from some shit don't mean you healed. That don't mean you're healed. That just simply means you was able to walk away from it. When you don't take the time to properly heal from people and situations and shit like that, all you're going to do is find yourself in a pattern. A series of patterns where it'll be a different person with the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Different face, but you're dealing with the same shit. And you're going to find yourself just moving out of habit, accepting things, and before you realize it, you're going to be like, damn, I'm in this situation all over again. Just a different fucking person. That's the worst position to be in. I'm telling you. I've done it. Because I failed to take the time to heal. You're not missing out on shit. If somebody is for you, they're for you. You love a motherfucker, that's cool. But it does not mean you just gotta jump into some shit right away. What's for you is for you. But when you fail to be patient and you fail to follow the process and heal and work on yourself so that you won't bring any of that toxicity to the new person that you're dealing with, and for you to learn to trust again, so you won't be, falsely accusing a motherfucker of doing some shit they really ain't doing. You got to take that time, or you're going to push that person away. You're going to push them people away. They're not going to want to be your friend. They're not going to want to fuck with you long term. Like for me, I can take accountability for my shit. If I fuck up, I can take accountability for that. But what I can't be accountable for is some shit that I didn't do. Take the time to heal. Work on yourself. And be patient.